New Mexico defeats the Air Force Falcons 88-53. It was all Lobos in the second half. They scored 54 points. The Falcons only scored 53 all game long. But you know what? In the first half, things were a lot better. Luke Kearney led the way with 12 points. He was able to knock it down from downtown, making his 8th consecutive three-pointer.
Yeah, and we talked about him. They needed a big game from him. Unfortunately, they needed a lot bigger game from him. But it's nice to see Kearney just hitting the threes. But there was way too many Lobos today, and the turnovers were what really killed him. True Washington, 4 steals on the day, and I think every single time he took it in for an easy deuce as they, just were able to take lots of points off turnovers. They did a fantastic job with True Washington, but really the guys to talk about this game, Nelly Jr. Joseph, 21 rebounds, 14 points.
Yeah, 21 rebounds. That's the most for a New Mexico Lobo, going all the way back to 2011. He was just impressive all day. And he had, 19 rebounds in the first half? But how about Donovan Dent, making things very easy, especially getting those steals. Had 25 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. It was just an easy day for the young man.
Yeah, we told you he's the player to watch. He definitely did not disappoint today. He had 6 assists as well. So once again, 20 points, 6 assists. Not many, but no one else in the country doing it as often as Donovan Dent.
Well, you think about this with the Falcons as you take a look at the statistics, as they only shot 31%. The Falcons made 17 field goals all game long. They also had 18 turnovers. Usually things don't go right when you have more turnovers than shots that you made in the game.
Oh, absolutely not. Not too many points off turnovers and fast break points. This New Mexico Lobo team really came to play, and that's something good for Richard Pitino and company, because this team has had letdowns. Obviously, we talked about it last year at the Pit. Air Force beat them. 2 years ago right here, Air Force beat them. Not today. New Mexico was really determined to get the victory.
And also they had a loss against New Mexico State in overtime. Ever since then, on December 7th, they've turned things around. Their only loss was against San Jose State. That was a 1-point loss on the road. This team has really turned it around. But let's look at the Air Force Falcons. They have lost 14 games in a row. What's the upside for them in a game like this?
In a game like this, I think you gotta go back and say, you know what? The good things that we did. We were in this game. We did have an early lead. It seems like you can say that every game. And the experience that you're getting from this. Wesley Selahusky, Caleb Walker, they're getting experience against one of the best post players. He's so quick and athletic. Nelly Jr. Joseph. They're getting experience. Can't do that the next time. Got to do it this way the next time. Hopefully they can learn from this and move forward. That's what they're going to have to do.
Well, with the win, the New Mexico Lobos improved to 12-1 in conference play. They'll be a team to really keep an eye on. And I say this about New Mexico, seeing them up close. They didn't have one of their starters in this ball game,
right,
and they were able to put 88 points today. They're going to be very tough, not only in the Mountain West Conference tournament, but in the NCAA tournament. Do you believe that this team could be like San Diego State did a couple of years ago and have a long run in the NCAA tournament?
It's possible. The way the Aztecs got to that Final Four and the final championship game, they were balanced. They had a lot of players. This New Mexico team looks very, very similar. Richard Pitino and company, though, I'm sure they're only focused on Wyoming. I'm looking forward to the Utah State game after that, because that's the top 2 teams in the Mountain West.
Oh, man, it should be a whole lot of fun to see that happen. Before the Air Force Falcons, they got a lot of work to do as they lost their 14th game in a row as they fall at home against the New Mexico Lobos by a final score of 88-53. And we'll be back on February 22nd at 2 p.m. when the men's basketball team takes on the Fresno State Bulldogs. As this has been a presentation of Altitude Sports and Entertainment, your home for the Air Force Falcons. For myself, Justin Adams, Brian German, and the entire crew, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all season long on Altitude Sports and Entertainment.